Welcome everyone to Logan, Utah in the Beehive State. We're here at Maverick Stadium, home to the Utah State Aggies, and eager for this clash. Today we're set for a clash between these two rivals from the Mountain West. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the UUV Rebels, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Utah State Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Utah State lined up, ready to deliver the opening kickoff. And he'll just take it in. This drive will start at the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes, box guys, man coverage on me. I'll put my big body on you, throw it near me, I'll make a contested catch.
The Rebels can really attack on this second and short. Looking for space, it's Thomas. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the tight end. The give to the back. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Throws for the tight end. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
Offense trying to go pitch and trying to get to the outside, but how about the speed on defense, scraping down the line of scrimmage, rallying to the football and creating a negative play.
This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Defense not showing press coverage. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. He caught it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
The Rebels are threatening on 1st and goal. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, UNLV. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
7, Utah State, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Sheriff. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go over to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one.
Looking for more room. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels.
Man, he doesn't need anything to be open. He just makes it happen himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. Yeah, I'm going to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open? Okay, I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Georgia is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Matthew Stafford and Stetson Bennett among the greats to play in Athens. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll get this drive going from the 17. From the gun, running back on the move. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense is still in identity mode.
Going to swing it on second down. He's going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, it's Sheriff. Fires left. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter. And QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking. But these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him that loss a week ago. Called on just once. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Starts a drive trying to go up top. With the catch, it's Gideon. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to...
Touchdown, Rebels. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, UNLV 21, Utah State 0.
First play of the period will be a second down. The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Sheriff. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the right. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing his mitts up there, catching the football.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. All right, guys, let's chat a little Utah State. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough, but it looks as if they won this battle with a commitment from a 3-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this program. And he's going to get a lot of chances to make plays early. With his talent, expect him to start right away. And if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to be trying to find ways to get this 3-star the ball.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Makes the grab. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. The inside handoff. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now have got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board, David.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. Pocket breaking down. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Slithers into space. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback on the keeper. The Rebels will move the sticks with the 1st down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the 1st down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the 1st down marker is.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
And this this one will be stopped for no gain.
And stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pulls it in. It's Woods. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss, trying to get that first down.
And the Rebels line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking for a man, it's Sheriff. Pressure coming. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to...
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Vegas. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Georgia is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These dogs have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on 3rd down. I know we're in the 2nd quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, get a little juju going.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone, and I love the vision right here by the cornerback, seeing the quarterback the whole way, breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
Looking to throw it, Sheriff. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Utah State!
And they didn't start start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Buying some time. Got a man. It's Gideon. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
These DBs going to give a little cushion. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He's got it on the outside. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
33 on the play. And that's good enough for first down.
To the air on first down. Right on the money. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Rebels in the hurry up. Wants to throw on first down. Extending the play. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Caught over the middle. It's Gideon. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that lead grows even bigger. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Rebels will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wants to throw. It's Sheriff. Pulls it in.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Get it out on the screen. Creates a little space. Breaks into the open. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. The Aggies will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the 1st half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the 2nd half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Got enough space. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the 1st down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Sheriff. Using the quick game. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line.
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. I mean, sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Snap in the shotgun. Gets it out fast. He gets in there for the 2-point conversion, and now we have a 2-possession game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Corners are going to bail. Finds his man. It's Woods. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. They'll leave it with him. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Picked off. What a play to set him up. 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Utah State. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Back to pass, it's Sheriff. He's got it for the 2-point conversion, and now they're back to within 1 possession. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the running back has it. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Here comes the offense on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. At the 40, there he goes. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Rebels. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking for a man. It's Sheriff. Throws to the tight end. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Trying to take it back. After making the pick, he took it the other way, and he's dragged down at the 19.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Give to the back. Powers through the defender. Runs it all the way down to the 8-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. It'll be 1st and goal.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Snaps it in the shotgun. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, UNLV. And the stomping has commenced. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First play of the drive comes from the 22. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Sheriff. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, and if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Throws for the tight end. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
On the run, it's Woods. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play.
45, Utah State, 23.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, you look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
Bringing the heat. That's caught. It's Rice. He'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
I know a lot of people don't like to prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
To the air, it's Sheriff. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Aggies.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming.
Easy.
Trying to power it in. He's not going to make it. They stop him at the 1, and the two-pointer is no good.
That keeps the score.
They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Set to kick it away.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give is to Williams. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll.
You know, and that's disappointing for the head coach because you drill these 2-minute, 4-minute type situations late in games. You got to have awareness and understand what you're trying to accomplish. You're trying to bleed the clock, and you can't do that if you're running out of bounds.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Wants to throw again. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes a grab past the marker. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the day.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, when you're handing off to your fullback, oftentimes these guys need some space to work so they can build up a head of steam to get the speed going, but that guy didn't have anywhere to go on that one.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run the ball, the clock is on their side. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
Firing to the right, complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. And the punishment has been extended. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Power football with the run. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Screen pass just not working there, and you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And the Aggies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I think this offense has all been surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Still running at the 40. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
In busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching pass, turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
A huge game.
Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Fires into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Looking for room. It's Jamison. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Back to throw, it's Sheriff. Snags it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utah State.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but a nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. Here comes the option. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and now they trail by just 15.
Quarterbacks have to make good decisions throwing it, but they also got to do it running it, too. On that option play, it was the right call to keep the football, and the offense comes away with 2 points.
Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got his man downfield. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Going deep. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Sheriff. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in a 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football. So faster guys, good.
Going for it all. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.